If you want to know how Bitcoin can get to 100,000 by the end of the year, make sure you watch this video. Hi guys, and welcome to TSO Crypto, your home for crypto technical analysis. Today, we'll talk about Bitcoin, where Bitcoin can go, and how it can reach 100,000 by the end of the year. We'll also look at Shib that has continued rallying. Now, before we start, remember, all the information that is provided here is for entertainment and educational purpose only. It is not financial advice, as I am not a financial advisor. With that said, let's get looking at the charts. Market cap on the daily. What is happening with the market cap? We just kept on rallying, right? It just kept on pushing higher and higher and higher. Now, what we're doing is, on the 5th, we pumped 3.17%. We had hidden bearish divergence. Yesterday, we still pumped 3.68%. We still have hidden bearish divergence. Today, we're still on the upside a little bit, 0.35%. Now, it's still red because we gapped up on the opening according to this chart, and although we're moving down, we're still higher than where we closed for yesterday. However, we still have hidden bearish divergence, and with that, the possibility for action to the downside. Now, the market is extremely bullish. There's a big chance that this hidden divergence might not trigger, not get us to stall, not get us to move down. It's just there. We just gotta acknowledge it for what it is. It's there. It hasn't triggered yet. We can shake it off. Yeah, the market's extremely bullish. What do we know about bearish indicators during a bull market? During a bull market, bearish indicators fail to play out. So there's a chance that this might fail to play out. Something that I'm looking at. We have been rallying since September 29th. We have not consolidated. All we've done is just move up. Here we have something that could be interpreted as consolidation, but it is upsloping consolidation. We usually want to get downsloping consolidation. Upsloping consolidation tends to break us down. Here, it didn't. It pumped more. Again, extremely bullish market. And with that, we're still holding on to this hidden divergence. Chance that we might move down, it's there. We are still bought at 65.17 on the RSI. Let's go and check out Bitcoin dominance at 43.75. Man, did we gain a lot of dominance yesterday? 3.68%. Right now, coming back down, 2.81%. I am worried about this data. We do seem to have a very large candle here, and then we gap down on the opening quite a bit. There's probably something wrong with this. The charts have been a little bit off. As we can see on market cap, there was a gap up. Here we have this weird looking thing where we're gapping down. There probably is some bad data flowing into TradingView. Let's go and check out Bitcoin and see where it's at. If you are enjoying the content, remember, hit the like, hit the bell, and hit the sub. Hit the bell so you're notified when we go live, and smash the like for the YouTube algorithm. All right, Bitcoin on the daily, where are we at? So first things, 2 days ago when we put out our video, we said hidden bearish divergence. We had the possibility for action to downside. We didn't quite move down a lot here. We still pumped more, right? So we did pump 7.37% yesterday. Again, extremely bullish. We got rid of the hidden divergence. We got rid of it. Extremely bullish conditions. Bearish indicators failed to play out. Now we did get to the $55,406 mark, where we opened at, and now we're rejecting, breaking below 54,230. That's okay. I was really hoping that we're going to hold on to this small channel up here. We still haven't closed the day. We still have 7 hours and 53 minutes to go, meaning there's a chance that we might pump back up and close above 54,230. That is what I would love to see here for Bitcoin. And again, we need to consolidate. We have not gotten pullback. Here, we impulsed up, consolidated slightly, sideways motion, and then we just continued to the upside. We did not get a lot of consolidation happening. And we do know that if we don't get consolidation, we can expect massive correction. We're gonna pump smart. Let's see what else is happening here. We are bought at 65.73. Yesterday we were overbought at 70.56. Again, we need to consolidate a little bit here. Let's go to the 4-hour chart. Bitcoin on the 4-hour. What is happening? Last thing we had, again, hidden bullish divergence, potential for action to the upside against the MACD. Strong bearish divergence starting to develop against the MACD and the RSI. With that, potential for action to the downside. We didn't move down. We moved up onto this channel again. Close at 51,250, move above it, came back down, back tested it, called it a support, pumped, run all the way to 55,406. Now we are moving down from there, and we just broke it on the last 4-hour candle. So is that bad? It's not that bad. I mean, we are starting to consolidate a little bit. We could be getting continuation, and we might still be able to close the daily above that zone. However, if we don't, and we go up and back test that 54,230, we could expect a movement back down. Maybe trying to go for 52,119. There's really not a lot of friction in this zone. And as we saw, once Bitcoin broke that $52,119 mark, it just went and shot straight back up, went past through this whole channel, right? So we could say that on the way down, we might not expect a lot of support to be in this zone. We are bought at 69 on the RSI. There's really nothing else happening right now. We did create a slight positive momentum on here, which I'm respecting for this TA. Otherwise, we would be saying there is strong bearish divergence happening against the MACD. I don't think that's the case. Let's go and check out the 1 hour chart. What do we have here on the 1 hour chart? We had this bearish divergence strong, made us move sideways in this channel, drop slightly, created hidden bullish, pump with that. Now we are creating strong bearish up here on the top of this channel, right at a key area of resistance. That is getting us to go back down again, held nicely until we came down to this level. We're just starting to become really choppy. It's like we drop below support, reclaim support, drop below support, reclaim support, drop below support. Now it's a resistance, right? That's how I'm interpreting this. So we're really undecided as to whether or not we wanted to hold 54,230. We just lost it in the last candle. Right now we're confirming it. However, there is hidden bullish divergence developing here, and that could give us sideways motion potential for action to the upside and for us to be able to reclaim $54,230. Now this hidden divergence is happening against the MACD and the RSI, going from a low point on the price to a higher point on the price, and going from negative momentum to more negative momentum, and a point on the RSI to a much lower point on the RSI. So on that note, hidden bullish, potential for sideways motion, maybe try to get action to the upside, try to reclaim that 54,230. Let's see if Bitcoin can do that. Let's bring out the Bollinger Bands here real quick. And as we can see, we're also rejecting here on this attempted rally, the 20 moving average. Not good, right? We want to get above that 20. Our 20 moving average is our friend when we get above it, and it's our enemy when we're below it. Now let's go and check how Bitcoin can reach $100,000. All right, so I'm going to show you how Bitcoin could reach $100,000. There's two charts we're going to look at. The first one is here. So I've drawn some fibs here from the high point in April all the way to the low here on July. What we're seeing is that we're just rejecting very, very close to the 786 at 56,470. Again, we didn't quite reach it, right? We're slightly away from it. However, what I'm trying to target here with the fibs are not the fib retracements, but the fib extensions to see where Bitcoin could go in the future if it does get and reclaim its all-time high. Now, the all-time high that I drawn is the all-time high closing. I didn't go with the wick. I'm going with the closing. I'm going with the candle bodies for this exercise to be a little bit more conservative. So on this move, where can we go? Well, the primary target after breaking that $63,768 mark is going to be the 1618 up here. And that's going to be at 84,845. Getting above that area is where it gets juicy, because then we start going for that 2618 at $118,950. That is a pretty good target. Now, there is another reason, right? This is not just the only thing I'm looking at. There's another reason why we could go up there. And for that, we're going to have to go to another chart. All right. So on this chart, we're going to look on the weekly. On the weekly, what we're looking at is the parabolic advances that Bitcoin has made. This is the first bull run that we had. Second bull run ending on 2017, and this is the bull run that we're on right now. So according to this parabolic advance, what we could expect at least till December, if we are just at the base and we just continue bouncing along this base of the curve, what we can expect to see here, if Bitcoin keeps on riding this line, is that it's just going to keep on trailing it, and it could get to a high of $78,982 by January the 3rd. However, on the higher portion of this move, if Bitcoin were to bounce and go for that upper resistance line that we have, Bitcoin could be heading all the way up to 331,164, but that'll be on a super best case scenario, which I'm not aiming for right now. I'm also not aiming for the worst case scenario. If we do get above that 61,000, 100,000 is going to be extremely possible. So what I'm looking at here is basically how we can keep on moving from this line. Now, every time we have come to this line, hit it, and we bounced a little bit, bouncing higher, now we're hitting it, so we should be expecting a bounce. That's why I'm not expecting for us to be rallying, just bouncing on this line all the way up to that $78,000 mark. But what I would expect to see here is that at some point in time, we do get far away from it, and on that move is where we could be targeting the $100,000. And I do believe we might be going slightly higher than 100,000 by the end of the year, because there's also news out there that there is going to be an ETF from Bitcoin that is going to be approved on October 18th by the SEC. If that gets approved, it could bring massive adoption. However, that ETF that is going to be approved by the SEC, it is not a physically settled contract, but it's a futures contract, and it's cash settled, meaning that you're basically betting on the price of Bitcoin to go up and down, but you have to pay cash no matter what the result is, instead of having to settle with Bitcoin, meaning that you have to have Bitcoin to trade it, and then you have to settle with Bitcoin when the time comes, meaning, you know, you're actually buying Bitcoin. That would actually bring money into Bitcoin and not into a Bitcoin-esque product where you are exposed to Bitcoin price, but you're not really holding the asset. Could that bring adoption? I think it could bring a lot of adoption, and it will be extremely bullish for the market if the SEC approves this Bitcoin ETF on October 18th. That with what we're looking at here on the technicals and where we could go for fib extensions and where we are on the parabolic advance, could have Bitcoin go to 100,000 by the end of the year. Let's go and check out Shib. Where are we at? Man, Shib has been a beast. He just pumps and pumps and pumps and he's not pulling back. It is at high areas of risk. At least I believe I can say that. Look, we've pumped another 61% yesterday. We try to pump today. We're getting pullback finally because, we just went insanely high over the last 3 days. There's nothing bearish happening here. Highly overbought at 84.06. That could be a reason for us to start looking for pullback. The market has to come back down to the neutral area before we start to run up again. It hasn't consolidated. It just rallied. So I believe it's part of euphoria happening right now. We're going to see how Shib keeps on performing, but I would be saying be extremely careful. Let's go to the 4-hour chart. On the 4-hour chart for Shib, we can see that we still have strong bearish divergence developing here. As we rallied, we just keep on coming to lower points on the RSI. With that strong bearish divergence and the possibility for action to the downside, it seems as though Shib is starting to move down. So where would a target be? The 20 moving average that would put the price of Shib to 0.00002113. That's where we would be looking at Shib to go if it still moves farther down. On that note, bought at 61.68. Let's go and check the 1-hour chart. There's really not a lot happening here on the 4. On the 1-hour chart for Shib, what do we see? We had bearish divergence, came down, created hidden bullish, pumped, more strong bearish, moving down, right? Now we've rallied even farther. And what's happening once we're getting this rally? Again, we're going from a high point on the price to a higher point on the price, coming from positive momentum to less positive momentum, and a high point on the RSI to a lower point on the RSI. And with that, strong bearish divergence, potential for action to the downside. We are starting to move down. We have lost that 20 moving average now. We're holding it at support with the hidden bullish. Now we've lost it. Is there hidden bullish still? Yes, there's hidden bullish still. We're going from here to here, and we're coming from this point here to this point here. And again, hidden bullish divergence. We'd add the potential for stagnation, maybe action to the upside. So the target I would be looking at right now would be for Shib to try to bounce here if it wanted to, go for that 20 moving average, and that is going to be right around 0.00003059. That is the move that we're expecting to see here for Shib if we do want to hold with the hidden divergence that we have. That being said, there's really not a lot else happening here. I mean, it just was extremely bullish. Bearish indicators fell into play out because of the bullishness we had until they finally triggered, right? Not on the first, second, or third, but on the fourth, we got that movement down again, creating that bullishness. Might get us to try to hold here on Shib. That's what I'm expecting to see. At least they try to hold. We can still get more pullback again. We just went insanely high, insanely fast. We could be looking for some action to the downside. That being said, guys, thank you for watching. If you enjoy the content, make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you want to watch another one of our videos, you can watch yesterday's video right here. Or if you rather have YouTube make a video for you, you can watch the video up there. That'll be all. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you tomorrow for another edition of TSO Crypto. Until then,